within the tie, the Group A encounter, Thomas Cup between Indonesia, the #1 seeds, and Thailand. And it's 1-1, as you can see. Our next match is the second men's singles, and it features the Asian Games gold medalist Jonatan Christie up against the three-time former world junior champion Kunlavut Vitidsarn. And as far as the Thailand player is concerned, I can tell you that that win-loss record translates into 5 titles from 9 finals at senior level. For Jonatan Christie, his win-loss record translates into 6 titles from 12 finals contested. But the biggest title that he's won so far was the gold medal at the Asian Games in Jakarta in 2018. Beat Chotian Chen of Chinese Taipei in the final. So to his opponent, Kunlavut Vitidsarn, 3-time, I was going to say former World Junior Champion, but the last World Junior Championships we had was in 2019 when he won his 3rd gold medal, so he's still a reigning World Junior Champion. First men's singles player ever to win 3 consecutive World Junior titles, but not the first player to win 3 consecutive World Junior titles, because Ratchanok did that in the women's singles, and so did Chen Ching Cheng in the mixed doubles discipline. So as you saw, second meeting between these 2 players. The only previous meeting was in the first round of the All England Championships earlier this year. 2 straight games, 21-13, 24-22 to Jonatan Christie. But he did have to save 3 game points in the second game in Birmingham at those All England Championships. So, Jonatan Christie, 24, is of age, turned 24 last month, born in the Indonesian capital of Jakarta, has been as high as 4 weeks at number 4 in the world, currently 7, but I can tell you that he's in his 3rd Thomas Cup campaign. Played 5 matches in 2016 in Kunshan at either first men's singles or second men's singles. And then in Bangkok at the last edition, played 3 matches at second men's singles. Kunlavut Vitidsarn is just 20 years of age, and he was born in Thailand's capital, Bangkok. His 3 World Junior titles in 2017 in Yogyakarta, in 2018 in Markham in Canada, and then in 2019 in Kazan in Russia. Philip A.R.T. from the United States of America is our umpire for this one. And Janine Kutsa from South Africa, the service judge. So, this young man from Thailand has caused some waves, and he caused some waves very recently because in his Sudirman Cup campaign he beat former world number 1 Kidambi Shrikant 21-9, 21-19, so that was a good beating of the former world number 1. He also beat Xiyu Qi, Chinese number 1 player at the Sudirman Cup. Now, as players get ready for the start of play, I can actually confirm that Jonatan Christie won the toss of the coin and chose to receive. Very unusual. Although it seems to be more of a trend nowadays, I simply don't understand that. I can understand it in tennis, where perhaps you want to try and break an opponent's serve, but in badminton, there's not really that much of an advantage in serve in the same way that there is in tennis. So to me, it sends a message that a player isn't confident in their own serve.
On my right, Indonesia, represented by Jonatan Christie. And on my left, Thailand, represented by Kunlavut Vitidsarn. Indonesia to serve, love all. Play.
Oh, well, I've obviously just given you some duff information because there was Jonatan Christie serving. So many apologies, Mr. Christie.
Service over. 1-all.
Oh, service fault calls too high. Shuttle struck below 115 centimetre mark. Oh, that's landed in.
3-1.
Oh, Jonatan Christie and Anthony Ginting, who we saw in the first of the matches, both qualified for the Tokyo Olympic Games. Jonatan Christie was the number 7 seed, lost in the last 16. That was the first of the knockout rounds. Lost to Shiyu Chi, who then lost in the quarter-final stage. Missed it. Jonatan Christie has had personal problems to deal with. His older brother even died from COVID earlier this year, and made an emotional dedication of his first win. Oh dear, another service fault call too high. Dedicated his first win in Tokyo to his brother. Well, not sure I've really seen Jonatan Christie faulted that often, but he's been faulted twice already. The 2 serves that he's played have both been called faults.
Please welcome technical officials, report number 2.
Physically, both these players extremely strong legs. To serve a legal serve, yes. Well, initially 2 very good defensive shots on the backhand defence from Vitidsarn. He's called again. 3 of his 4 serves being called for too high. Well, a wry smile from Jonatan Christie. Well, umpire won't like that. Well, the umpire can't overrule the service judge. The service judge looking through the Perspex devices, you can see just in front of the service judge's position. Explain a little bit more about those Perspex devices. There's two layers of Perspex and both has a black line across the centre, and the service judge needs to match up the two black lines, and that is deemed the height, maximum height from which the whole of the shuttle must be below that height. Lovely backhand. Good rally. Yeah. Good smash from Jonatan Christie. Just wide.
6-7.
It's interesting to me that this young man from Thailand at the Sudirman Cup was chosen for 3 of the 4 matches in Thailand's campaign, and of course in the Sudirman Cup you only have 1 of each discipline. So obviously the Thailand coaches feel that he's playing better than the higher ranked player, which is Wangchalon, who we saw in the first match beat Anthony Ginting. Oh, lovely defence, lovely. Just turned the body to give himself the freedom to play the shot, and then just guided that defensive shot across court into the open space. Wonderful, wonderful shot. Oh yes, good follow-up from Christie. Gosh, he was fast forward there. Up to the net position. Taking the shuttle early. A little bit of reverse slice on it. something about angles. Lived and played in Wales for a while, the Indonesian coach. Goodness. Very, very nearly got it back. Wonderful angle from Christie. And look how he's moving forward. Had that come back over the net, Jonatan Christie was ready and waiting. Yeah, it was where he dived.
Thank you.
Just wide.
9-10.
Yeah, great follow-up from Kunlavut Vitidsarn. And he has a 2-point advantage here at the mid-game interval in the opening game. 13 minutes into the match.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Play.
Oh, good cross-court net shot. Yeah. gone wide. And I can see little signs that Jonatan Christie is beginning to get a little frustrated. Because this man's court coverage, Vitidsarn, his court coverage is so good. And I feel that the man from Bangkok is commanding most of the rallies. That's a great defensive shot. And again, that is magnificent. The dive on the first one from Vitidsarn. And the second one, well, how on earth he generated the power to lift it over his opponent's head. Simply don't know. Well, getting rid of some of the insoles, some of the orthotics, or maybe the orthotics had moved. Well, this is 5 straight points. 10-9 to 15-9. And Jonatan Christie has made things very difficult for himself. Can't afford return errors. Yeah. Look how Vitidsarn is the one who's up at the net first. And I very much feel that the net play in men's singles is probably the most important aspect. Control the front of the court, tend to control the rallies. Seven straight points now for Vitidsarn. Oh, indecision. Just landed well in. That's great length on that little hold and flick. Yes, this was the indecision. My goodness, he was right to play it. Well, look at this final shot. Look how he's in balance as he's come to the nets. He's got plenty of time. He can watch what his opponent's doing. The little hold and flick over Jonatan Christie's head was played to perfection. And 9 straight points now finally comes to an end.
10-19.
Nice block. Missed it. Game point opportunities. 10 of them. For the 20-year-olds. Vitidsarn.
Service over 20, game point 10.
Lovely. Well, from 10-9 in the opening game, 11 of the next 12 points to Vitidsarn. Take the opening game 21-10 in just a little over 20 minutes of play. It's just a super angle, isn't it?
แต่วิธีการเล่นเขาเหมือนเดิมเนี่ยเขาตียาวเขาตีสี่เหลี่ยมอย่างเดียวเราต้องระมัดระวังสีการคุม
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, love home. Play.
Well, quite frankly, the way that Kunlavut Vitidsarn closed out that opening game from 10-9 up, winning it 21-10, it was extremely impressive. Well, the question is, what can the Asian Games gold medalist Jonatan Christie do in response? Oh yes, that's super. Well, I've just asked what he can do in response. What I think he should be doing in response is actually dictating the pace a little bit more. I think he's got to be the one that is commanding the rally, taking the initiative. Be proactive rather than reactive. And he's got to be the one that gets to the net first. Oh, service fault called. That's a fourth time.
Service over 2-all.
Well, you mustn't let that bother him. No, there's obviously no limit to the number of times you can be faulted. And just to explain that a fault serve is one that's not legal, whereas a service error is one where you make a mistake, and he's been deemed to have 4 times not hit a legal serve. Yeah. Once again, it was Vitidsarn who got to the front of the court first.
3-all.
Yeah, that's a big effort. That's good play from Jonatan Christie. Got to the nets first, got there early. And when I mean early, I mean racket arm outstretched, taking the shuttle early. Yeah, good smash. Yeah, to the net first again there. No. Umpire saying no, you can't change the shuttle. I think there must have been an indication from Jonatan Christie that he didn't want it changed. Oh, indecision. There, cost him dear. Yeah, you can't take it that late at the back of the court and get away with it. Oh, that's quick. That's very quick movement from Vitidsarn. Yeah, a glimpse there of Juan Chalon, who won the opening match, beating the Olympic bronze medalist Anthony Ginting. Back now, supporting his teammate. Yeah, it was a wrong choice of shot from Jonatan Christie. And Vitidsarn absolutely alert to that little hold and push. Oh, that didn't miss by much, I can assure you. Oh, yes. Oh, he's broken his horn. Look at the wonderful angle. That shuttle hit the floor way in front of this man, which is a good indication of how steep the smash was. Oh, I think the Indonesian teammate has managed to fix his hooter. Good return of serve. Oh, what a smash. Wasn't only power, but the placement was wonderful. Well, we often talk about aiming towards the right hip. That was aiming towards the right knee. It was so steep. Oh, body smash that time from Christie. They're both using the body smash. Oh, it was just wide. He's challenging.
Kunlavut Vitidsarn challenges called out.
Well, my instinct was it was just wide. And it was a very, very quick and very positive challenge from Vitidsarn. Here we go. Yeah, he caught the line. Good challenge. Look at that defensive shot. That really was off the right hip, wasn't it?
Play.
Another body smash. Great defence. And again! Oh no, he didn't go over. Didn't go over.
Service over. Time is
Well, Vitidsarn saying to himself, look at that defensive shot, that's magnificent. But here, after he misses this one, he did a sort of shadow shot to himself as if to say, well, you shouldn't have played it back to the net, you should have done a little hold and flick. I think that would have been impossible. So 10-all. This rally will decide who has the advantage at the big game interval.
10-all.
Oh, great play from Jonatan Christie. The smash straight down his opponent's forehand side, and he was so quick to follow up for the block to the net. Oh, well, he had some strapping. Vitidsarn has just removed that.
เขาเรียกเราเป็นเรื่องที่เกิดขึ้นเป็นวิธีลูกเรียนแบบที่เกิดเข้าไปแล้วเขาเปลี่ยนมันไม่แก้วิธีลูกเราไม่ทำวิธีกันมันเลยทำให้เราเล่นยาก เราจังหวะข้างหน้าเราช้า
Now watch this smash straight down the forehand side, and look how quickly he's in to play the backhand kill. Good elevation, it wasn't the deepest of lifts, but he's following up so well. Look at that. That sort of rally will give the Indonesian more and more confidence. Your string's gone, I think. Yeah. Got no hope of that second defensive shot. Oh, a very, very good return of serve. Was that the first sign of a little bit of fatigue from this man? Oh, brilliant. Well, ask for the court to be mocked after that rally. Does the Asian Games gold medalist. Look at that round the head smash. And that's a lovely variation. How many straight smashes earlier on in this game has Christie hit? That time from the same position going cross court. I do like that slice from Vitidsarn. Around the head straight slice. Need very good racket head control to play that shot.
Service over 12-14.
Well, it was Christie who was doing all the stopping and starting in that rally. But when you have to keep changing direction, as he had to there, it really does drain the energy. Oh, that's well right. And back level. Vitidsarn. Wanting the court mopped. And this really is a crucial phase in the match. What a rally. Well, on a run of 4 straight points, Vitidsarn into the lead. And Indonesia really could be in big trouble here. Overall tie I'm thinking of, not just this match. If Indonesia, the #1 seeds for the tournament, if they lose this tie against Thailand, I don't think they'll get a seeding position, and they'd have to beat the #5 seeds, Chinese Taipei, in the last of the Group A matches, because I think we can assume that Thailand are overwhelming favourites to beat Algeria, which is their last match of the group, and therefore Thailand could end top of the group and get the seeded position. This is 6 straight points now.
17-14.
From 11-14 down, 17-14 up. And Jonatan Christie and Indonesia are in a spot of bother. Oh, I thought that was going wide. Seven straight points for Vitidsarn. This is remarkable. 8 straight points. Well, remember the first game, and Vitidsarn from just 10-9 up won 11 of the last 12 points. Oh, there's a blood injury here for Vitidsarn. Well, I saw him removing the plaster. He had a plaster round, I think, his little finger, and somehow that plaster was anchored down by strapping that then went round his wrist. And I saw him removing the strapping from round his wrist and the connection to the graze on the little finger. Well, just imagine what might be going through the minds of Trunkaji and very young Kora. Second men's doubles pair for Thailand. They were going into their match with a 2-1 lead in the overall tie. Yeah. You see, that's... he's grazed a knuckle as well. It wasn't just the little finger. And this actually, it was not the best of time for a quick medical timeout for Kunlavut Vitidsarn, because he was on a bit of a roll. He's given his opponent a chance to just have a little breather. Now, why has the court attendant stayed on the court? Not quite sure. Maybe there's some blood on the court. Yeah, maybe they're waiting for some water. They're brought onto court, and then they can use the water to dilute the blood and mop up the blood. I suggest they should be using a completely different mop or rag to do that. Yeah, and I can see one of the deputy referees, Ivanka Bukini from Croatia. Yep, and Marcel Schulman's just come onto court to deal with that bit of blood. So on a run of 8 straight points and 2 points away from victory, Vitidsarn. Oh, 9 straight points and now 6 match point opportunities for both games. Jonatan Christie has not been able to live with the pace of his opponents in the latter stages of both games. Good defence. Oh, it's gone wide. What extraordinary. 10 straight points from 11-14 down to win the second game, 21-14. Kunlavut Vitidsarn, absolutely superb. He had a great Sudirman Cup campaign and now he's having a wonderful Thomas Cup campaign as well. 46 minutes in total for his victory. 21-10, 21-14. And that gives Thailand a 2-1 lead against number 1 seeds Indonesia in this Group A tie. So the first and only match point was converted, well, for Indonesian fans, a little too tamely. But wonderful performance by the 20-year-old Kunlavut Vitidsarn. So it is up to Trinkaji and Viryang Kora of Thailand to try and bring them home. And they're up against Alfian and Ardianto of Indonesia. So welcome back to Aarhus, and this is the marina area, and it's only about a 5-minute walk from where we are at Sirius Arena. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Not quite warm enough for a swim, but it is very inviting, isn't it?